Hello guys and welcome back, and today we have something definitely different. So recently, you're seeing a lot of content creators. You got Frank, you got Tyler, all hitting that 1,000 mark, and that's a big mark for chess. People that play chess, especially online. As you feel once you hit that 1,000 mark, you've made it, and like that's the biggest milestone that you're probably going to get to. So I have hit 1,000 recently. You can probably see in some of the fewer episodes and the games that we played to get there. But what you haven't seen was the beginning of my journey, as I started playing chess this year, 2023, in January. So I started getting into it, watching loads of content, just playing. I watched a wee bit of the Queen's Gambit TV series, but never really got into it at all. And there are games that you haven't seen. You haven't seen my journey. You haven't seen, the roots and where it came from. So in this video and a few of the following ones, got a wee kind of series. This is going to be, don't know what I'm going to call it, but this is my chess career. So it is. This is how I hit 1,000, and we're going to start it off here with my first ever chess game. Now it was a 10-minute rapid game. You're going to see it here now. And just look, it's gonna be above me, but just look at my opponent's name, okay? Now I didn't have a clue who any of these people were. Just look at his name, okay? You ready? And Magnus DARLSON. Are you serious? Like, okay, so clearly this guy definitely has some type of knowledge about chess. And I remember it was Gotham saying that Frank put his rating at about 800. I can't remember selecting my initial rating or what I put it as. It must have been 500 or something. It had to have been around that. But anyway, we're going to get into this game. This is my first ever chess game. And then after that, this is my first ever win. So it is. And then this is just a wee fun follow-up game that we got for you against Rudy, and then Genji. Is that Genji? Out of the Overwatch, is it? Yeah, it's Overwatch, isn't it? Anyway, we'll jump in here with Magnus DARLSON, and keep in mind I knew no openings at all. In my early career, I played a lot of the Queen's Gambit, the Queen's Pawn Gambit. So it was this. It goes there, here, there. That's what I would have played a lot of the time. What I would have started games as, especially in my earlier career. So it was, and I played hundreds of games of that there. Against anything, no matter what the opponent played. But here we go. We'll go back. So first move was. Yes, there we go. First move was d4. Okay. d4 followed by the opponent playing e5. So the England gambit. So it was. Oh my god, you should see the name of this variation. I'm going to try to read it out, okay? Have fun with this. England gambit declined. Reversed Alekin. Reversed Krebs. Reversed Muklik Membe variation. Wah. Now apparently I played the England Gambit 111 times with a 55% win rate. Obviously not at this point because this is my first game. So here, moves are followed is knight to f3, okay? Which is obviously a terrible move, so the opponent can push and just kick your knight out, which is exactly what he does. And my knight jumps into the centre. And it's not terrible. It could have been better coming back and rerouting somewhere else, but it is what it is. And attacking the pawn again, but it is what it is. He follows up with knight to c6, immediately attacking my knight and the pawn. I didn't have a clue. I had no idea what to do, so I just take it. Equal trade, everything's fine. But obviously it wasn't equal. My knight was a wee bit more powerful in the centre of the board, and I moved it 3 times, and now it's gone. So we solidify the centre, defending that pawn. It can quickly be attacked, but he does the same, creating this big chain in the middle of his light squared pawns. I don't know why he chose to go to knight d2 instead of knight c3. I really don't, because you know you're very limited. You can't go here, you obviously can't go there, you can't take, you only really have one move. I don't know why I did that, but here, you know, you can't explain it. You really, these are things you can't explain. And this move I can't explain. I know why I did this move. This move was done in order to free up my rook. I've seen rook lifts. I was like, you know, this is a powerful piece. We'll get it out and he'll start taking everything. So my idea was like take up, come across, and then, you know, just start eating everything. Yeah, so I did that. It was an immediate blunder. So he can obviously push, have a discovered attack. So he can, you know, that's obviously a very simple idea. I believe probably in this position, moving the knight out here, knight b3 would have been the better idea. You know, freeing up everything. Well, obviously I'm not going to put my queen there. But again, first game of chess ever. You never know what's going to happen. Clearly it's not this guy's first game. I was not this guy's first opponent. He was much, much higher rated than me. And I'm actually interested to see if I ever played him after this. So, he pins my knight to my king. I immediately... No, I don't. I move the light square bishop. Not a clue why, because, you know, it's not going anywhere here. So it's not. What, am I going to put my king over there? Like, it makes no sense at all. So, continuing on. I can't explain what his thoughts with that move are. So we attack the bishop, realizing, you know, it's a bit of pain. We can attack it with a pawn. It's not bad. You know what? That was probably a misclick. Probably wanted to go to a5. But anyway, he retreats the bishop. We immediately give him a check. Defended by the queen. So if the knight takes, queen takes. Okay, it's a trade. My pieces get in. You know, not bad. So he takes. And I push a pawn. Like what? Like what? Hello? This is right there. It's right there. But I believe I pushed the pawn, kind of break everything up. You know, that's defended. It then opens it up. But I wasn't looking that far. It's just one move attacks. That was it. Maybe two. Maybe, you know, maybe I had two moves in mind, but that was it. So he blunders the knight. That's why you're seeing the blunder. It's giving away a free knight, but that's only if I see it. I clearly didn't see it in the last move. Why should I see it in this one? I think he's here just to defend, so if I take, he can just replace it. It would be better to do that, but you know, he's developing his pieces, and I do see it, and I take the knight, which is went down as a great move, wins a free knight. Now here, if I'm not mistaken, is a good sequence. For the level I am, for the first game ever, this is a good sequence. So, check, he blocks, re-attacking my queen. This is a hanging pawn. So, we snatch up that pawn. He then castles. Okay, no problem. So, you know, it's going to be a discovered attack as soon as he moves that. So, what do we do? We take the pawn. Oh, so he doesn't take back. He just attacks the queen. I thought he took back. But then we give a check. Okay, blocks again. And we snatch up another free pawn. It's not terrible. It's good, you know. We won a pawn. And there was only one good move and you found it. You trade off equal material. You know, because I'm going to lose this pawn. So we'll lose the pawn and we hang my queen. Queen's just there, free for attacking. I don't know. I must have thought, no, a pawn can't take a queen. Like, I really have no idea what went through my head in that situation. But at the end of the day, here we are. I've hung my queen. Game over. But he doesn't see it. He instead attacks my queen. And I'm like, okay. He's attacked my queen. I gotta move it. And we take the pawn. That could have taken the queen. Brilliant. We saved their queen. Everything's handy dandy. And what do you think he does? It's a check. So he needs a block. Does he move his queen, move his king, or does he block it? He blocks it and he attacks. So I have, you know, a plethora of squares. I can go here. I could go here. I could go here. Go here. Go That's kind of about the height of it. So where did I go? All the way into the corner. Yep. I put my queen in the corner, still under attack. And his bishop literally, it cannot go any other direction because of the pin. So what does he do? He actually takes it this time. Yeah, there's no stupid moves this time. He actually takes it. So we immediately take back. Our king slap bang in the centre. What can you do? We attack his bishop. He takes our rook. We completely... Yeah, we just hung our rook out there to dry. So he takes it. We take back. And, you know, this is obviously now a very, very weak pawn. So, I don't know why I didn't take. I don't know, you know, it's not... Was it the best move? No, saying knight to e2 would have been better. What? Hold on. How can I get my knight to e... Am I messing up? It is saying this would have been a better move. Oh, king to e2. I seen k e2. It was like knight e2. What? But yeah, no, king e2. Slide it up. Get it in that weak box. Defending. So he infiltrates. We just continue pushing, and he gives a check, inevitable, and he gives another check, and that's well, it's not necessarily mate. We block. He checks. We move. You know, it keeps going. We're pushing around, moving things about, and eventually, because clearly this guy doesn't know how to checkmate efficiently, but he's obviously a lot higher rated than me, a lot higher rated than any opponents I face, clearly, because he's my first bloody opponent. So, you know, a couple of shuffling moves, and this is how it ends. Completely queen, pawn, you know, all his pieces working together. My king just out in the open. My king is my most advanced piece. But that's how my first game ended. Alright, and we'll see. It ended estimating me as a 300 rating. 300 rating, okay. My accuracy was 45.9. With two great moves. And his was 58.8. So, you know, it wasn't a good game. We lost it. Our first ever chess game. Cut him up. Could have ended in a faster checkmate. I'm glad it didn't. You know, there's loads of lessons to be learned. So, moving on to the second game. In this game, we lost a lot of rating. Went down to 458. So we have playing a 319. So don't think we got a lot of rating points off beating this guy, but you know, it's around the same level at that elo. Nobody has a baldy what they're doing. So yeah, he starts with d3. I ain't got much to say about that. I don't know what I can say. And we start with yep, you see it, f5. No idea. Not a clue. I can't explain it. I don't know. I really don't know what the hell he's doing either, now that I'm looking at it. Again, here on my side, I don't know what my plan was. I think in the early days, I thought, you know, getting this set up wasn't terrible. But, you know, that this happened. Like, I don't know. I can't explain to you what this is. I think he's trying to go for a fast checkmate of some sort, like bring his queen out that early. He got out the wrong bishop. You know, this bishop's just looking there. Queen's looking here and here. Like, but they're not threats. So we immediately attack his bishop. He retreats. We push a pawn. Hanging our queen. Queen's just free for the taking. We didn't, like, that wasn't something that went through my head. That was the X-ray attack, or, you know, oh, if it moves, what's it defending type of thing. Nope. Oh, this looks like a good move, I'll move it. Or, this move defends this pawn, let's do it. Without thinking of repercussions. But he doesn't see it. And thank God he doesn't see it. Thank God he doesn't see it. Again, these games are going to be choppy. You're going to be making massive mistakes. But my queen's just there for the taking. Clean there for a taking. And we'll block it. There we go. We blocked it. I think we realised at that point the threat. You know, because could have went there, but it's undefended. Well, it's defended by the queen. But yeah, so we'll block it, creating the pin. We then push out our other knight. Grant, we're starting to get developed. Okay, I don't really think I cared about king safety at this point, castling and much. So he immediately goes in to try attacking the knights attacking each other. So he must just want to trade it. So we attack his queen, forcing his queen off the side, which is a clean blunder. Now, do you think I see it? Do you think I take the queen? Of course I take the queen, yes, of course I do. So, queen gets taken. He takes my knight. Brilliant, we're up a queen. So, what happens next? We hang our queen immediately again. Yeah, so again, that just immediately gets rid of it. The pin was still there. It opens it up. It's attacking his knight. Yeah, I think that was my only idea, that it just goes and attacks his knight. Completely forgetting about the queen. So we'll go from up a queen to now we're even. So we take with the king. Still creating the tension here in the centre. We've lost the right to castle, but again, I don't think I castled much. Now we've got this absolutely horrendous pawn structure. Like what is that? Like, I can't explain this, but the only good benefit of it, he's got a light squared bishop. So he needs to break through this wall to make his light squared bishop worth anything. Not to say the fact that it's already trapped behind his pawns. So he's going to need multiple moves to, you know, actually even get it out. And he's going to be looking at a brick wall. So he puts his knight on the rim, which is usually grim. We immediately get our bishop back into the game. You know, it's not looking at anything out here, so it's not. So we'll get it out. Looking at this weakness here at the pawn. How could he stop it? He could stop it by defending it this way. He could... I think that's really all he can do, defend it that way. So he pushes his pawn. We snatch that pawn up. Undefended, you know, why wouldn't we take it? He attacks the bishop again, completely overlooking the fact of what he defended the first time, which was this pawn. Grand, now we're attacking two pieces, so either way he's going to lose something. And he just ignores it and brings out the light square bishop looking at a brick wall. Like, it can't go here, can't go here, it can't go here, it can't go here, like, it can't do anything. So we snatch up the rook. I think at this point, you know, during the first game, I believe the rook was a very powerful piece and we were doing it. But he castles. Also, keep in mind, this is a 30-minute game. This is a 30-minute game. I forgot to mention that. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I realised that a lot of people were playing rapid 10-minute games. And I thought, oh, we'll go for 30 minutes. I don't know how much time I'll be spending. But yeah, 30-minute game for both sides. So this isn't my fault. But he hangs his knight. He then hangs the pawn. Like, everything just starts to fall. So here we realised that he's attacking this pawn. It's undefended. So we move the king up. We realised the king can be used for defence. It's not bad. So we attacks our bishop. We bring the bishop back, attacking this weakness on the pawn. You know, it's all good, all good. He pushes his pawn. He must have just had no idea what to do, so he's just pushing his pawn for some reason. We start snatching up his pawns. Well, we snatch up one, and then we move our bishop. Like what? I think maybe, you know, we'll push and it's a discovered attack. Maybe. I think. Yeah, we'll go for a trade of rooks, but he obviously doesn't want to accept. He attacks our bishop, and we just let him take the bishop. Grant, we're still up material. You know, we're still winning. We got that discovered attack going. We then realise we can infiltrate here, cut off his king. Again, at this point in time, I was watching a lot of Gotham chess. But I wasn't watching like opening videos. I was just, you know, guess the elo, and at the time, loads of anything else he was playing. Keep in mind, my first game was played on the 3rd of January. So literally 3rd of January 2023. My first chess win. It took me a week on the 10th of January to win this game. It took me a whole week to win one game. Yeah, so still I had no knowledge about openings. I didn't really have anything. I watched Gotham Chess quite a bit. Seen he played the Caro Khan, so that then a wee bit down later down the line became a very predominant opening that we played. So he attacks our bishop. We, attack it back with a pawn. We double up our rooks. I realised again, they're stronger together. We immediately will go for a trade. He doesn't want to. Now this is a good wee sequence to win the game for someone that knows nothing about chess. So I don't know what I was doing with king. It wasn't that one. Excuse me. He attacks the rook, completely forgetting it can be taken by the pawn. He takes the pawn. Now we drop back. Still creating so the king can't move anywhere. And it's a mate in 21. Do you see it? I'll pause and just wait. Of course you don't see it. No, you don't. He pushes his pawn, completely overlooking the fact that it's now mate in 2. We go check. Only move he can do is block with his rook, which he does, and checkmate. There we go. It took us only 7 days to win our first game of chess. Oh my god. That wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. Definitely could have been worse. But I was proud of that. The fact, apart from the fact it was a 30-minute game and it ended up with 25 minutes. What? Hello? I think, I would have played the computer a lot. I was nervous to play online, so I was just nervous to play against anyone else. So I played against the computer loads and loads and loads. Excuse me, but obviously, they're set up to fail to a degree. Chess.com give us a rating of 700, an estimated rating of 700. Our opponent, he gave 100. Our opponent had 63% accuracy, while we hit a 74.7 with 13 best moves and 13 excellent moves, which is really good. It's good. So that was our first chess win, and we're going to end it on a wee little bonus here of, this one was nuts. We'll fly through this one, alright. So, this is, as I said, watched a lot of Gotham. I seen the Caro Kann. Did I know what it was? Not a hope. I've said this before, with Caro Kann has been a very predominant opening that we've played with black. 428 times I played the Caro Kann with a 54% win rate. That's ridiculous. That's really, really good. 231, 18 drawn, 180 lost. Can you guess which one this is? Which one of them three? Let's go. So, push the pawns, defending, creating that. I put the pawn there to kind of break it up, hoping that he'd take. Move over the bishop in case he does take. We can replace it. We then push, which would have been earlier, better a move. Would have been better a move earlier. He gives us a check. We block the check with a bishop. He takes the pawn. We take the pawn back. He defends his bishop. We take the pawn in the center. He takes back. We take back. He takes back. He's got all his pieces out. Our king's in the middle. We're a wee bit screwed. So we attack his queen. He takes the pawn in the corner. We get our queen out, re-attacking it. So we can't. If he takes the rook, he loses the queen. So he's not going to do that. It's good insight there. This game, I don't even have a date for when this game is played. But anyway, continue on. So we go in for this check. That's the whole idea. We realise that's a very powerful thing. He attacks the queen. We move the queen over. He comes back and he attacks the queen. Well, we go in, we jump for that check, and we get a great move. Brilliant. Everything's going good. He moves the king. We give him another check, which isn't best. Knight takes here. Would have been a better move. Just would have been a better move. So it would have. He moves to another blunder. It would have been better for him to take here. Don't know why he didn't. He had two ways of taking. Anyway, continue on. Then the knight takes. Then takes back. Then we retreat, giving it a check. He blocks with a queen. We take his. No, we move one square forward. Yeah. For whatever reason, we do that. Continuing on, he takes the bishop. We lose it. Knight goes out to the corner. And we get forked. We lose our queen. Like I said, goes from bad to worse. We could have taken its knight, but we don't. He pins himself pins his queen to his king. Terrible move to do. We take, but now we only have one rook. It's just a game of, like, eventually we're going to lose. You know, and unfortunately it happens. I thought here, you know, oh, I can take it. He can't take. If he takes, I take. But obviously kings can't get that close, because back in the medieval times, you know, two men getting that close would have got you killed. So anyway, fly through, we keep going here. King's pushing up, our pawns are connected, he's giving us checks, and then we just lose all our pawns. Our king is dancing, we're moving around. Watch this. Okay? We're right on his... Why don't we just take up? Oh no, we can't take it. Oh, it's defended. Yeah, so we move again, we keep dancing, we keep going, he hangs his rook, he then promotes. We run all the way to the corner. He gives, that's a stalemate. Oh my god. It's a stalemate because here we go. We're cut off and we have no squares to go to. That was my first ever draw. Well, yeah, I got 100 rating, estimated rating, with an accuracy of 60. My opponent had 69. Anyway guys, thank you so much. That's my first episode in my chess career, my chess, I don't know what I'm going to call this, I'll figure it out here soon. I very much appreciate you for tuning in. I am sorry about the lack of content. We'll be hopefully trying to pick that up, change things, doing it like this a wee bit more. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think of my t-shirt? Yeah, can you see it? That's what she said. That's what she said. Anyway guys, thank you so much. Yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.